Welcome back, guys. It's the Tightwad. Today I'm in a beach house. Thank you so much for supporting the channel to allow us to go on these much needed vacations with my family. But the first day we noticed that the toilet kept running every time we flushed it. Instead of calling the maintenance company, I thought I would take the opportunity to make a video showing how to fix it. Now, this is not a Mansfield toilet like the other video that I posted that I'll link right up here on the screen. But this toilet has what's called a flapper valve, and Fluid Master sells this Prefer Max longest lasting flapper, and it's actually adjustable. You can see the dials right here on the top. So the first step to fixing a toilet that's doing this is to pull off the top and see what you're working with underneath. So this is actually a more common issue with these flapper type valves. You can see that the chain has been stuck down in there. So on this type of toilet, the temporary fix is to jiggle the chain by pushing on this lever, and you never have to remove the top. But actually, this chain needs to be shortened. So to shorten the chain, I'm going to cut off the water that's filling the valve. Your toilet should have a water shutoff valve somewhere near the bottom left-hand corner of the toilet, and you just twist it tight, meaning righty-tighty. So once it's completely cut off, we could flush the toilet again if we needed to, but I'm just going to pull up on this lever and we are going to tighten this chain. You can see there's a little clip here that the chain connects to, and here's a better look at how this clip is made. So the chain would slide up and back across this little hook that goes in the middle, and we're just gonna raise it a couple of links. With a couple of the links removed from the length of the chain, you can see that it can no longer get hung around the outside of the flapper, so we'll easily raise and lower. And now you need to cut your water back on and see if you fixed your issue. If this were my personal tank, I would also cut this chain right here so it doesn't get tangled up. You can see how I've now looped this chain to hold it up out of the way since I didn't have a way to cut it. And now it's going to stay out of the way while the toilet is flushing. This was the issue with this toilet, but I want to share some other tips with you just in case your issue was different. If you have this type toilet and the ball is down at the bottom, the flapper's all the way down, the chain's not in the way, and you still have a leak, you can replace this whole flapper valve for about $5. And you would just remove it from here and here. Just pulls right off, and then the new one just pops right in. And then all you have to do is connect the chain back to your toilet flush handle here, and you're good to go and you're back in business. Just click the link showing here, and a video showing how to do this process will open on your device. And the third one could be it's still running because this fill valve, the float, is getting stuck and it doesn't realize when it's supposed to cut off. This piece moves up and down, or you could have the long skinny arm float with the big ball on the end, and it could be getting stuck somewhere and just not letting the toilet know that it's done filling. This has a hole in the top right here to prevent the toilet from overflowing and making a mess everywhere. So this will continue to allow water to pump into the tank, and the water level will rise to the top of this, and it'll just continue spilling into here and wasting water. So anytime you hear your toilet start running, make sure you open it up and diagnose the fix for it. It'd be awesome if you guys would take a chance to subscribe to my channel and click on that notifications bell so that you'll know next time I post helpful DIY tips that every homeowner needs to know how to do. I've turned the water back on because I want to show you the way the entire toilet functions. So the flapper valve is down in the hole like it's supposed to be. The water is shooting into this tube, which is filling the tank from the bottom instead of just spraying all over the place. So the water from the fill valve goes into the tube and fills the tank. But I want you to see what happens once the water hits the top of the tank. You can see our water level is starting to approach the dark line where we know the water fills to, but you're going to notice the float on this shaft right here start to get higher and higher, starting in just a few seconds, so we'll watch that. All right, you see it loosen up and it's starting to rise on the shaft, and it's going to rise, and then all of a sudden this piece right here is going to lift up, and that is what's going to cut the water off. So you saw this piece raise up at the very last second there. The water cut off. There's no more water spraying out of that tube into this other tube down here. And this toilet is fixed and ready to roll. Hope you found this video helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Post any questions you might have in the comment section below and I'll make sure I get right back to you. And I hope you guys have a great day.